So you ran out of content ideas and you're like, Shiley, what do you have to tell me about getting content ideas moving and grooving, okay? And granted, if you read the rest of this post that I shared earlier, this week has been absolutely bonkers. So this is me simplifying my own process so that I can get stuff out there so I can share nuggets with you all. So I know, just from dealing with so many clients, it's like, well, what do I say? What do people want to know from me? What do they want to know? Like, what else? Or they just post like happy, be a pirate day or something random. And I'm like, what is that going to do to move the needle with you and your people? And it doesn't do everything. But at the same time, too, I hear you all probably saying to the screen and just being like, Shiley, but I'm tired. But Shiley, I don't have time. And then I'm seeing all these like social media managers on the internet just like, just make a content calendar and everything will be okay. And granted, they're right, but they don't understand the crazy shenanigans that we as business owners go through on a day-by-day basis, that we can't just post pretty things and hope that a client will fall from the sky. We need to be a little more thoughtful about where we spend our time and effort. Do you agree with me? Do you feel this? So on this non-live hashtag debate, I want to help you get some ideas out of your head so that when you're like me this week and you're exhausted because you had to deal with health issues, accidents, and all this stuff, that you've got a way to make up for it. Now, granted, a content calendar is not the worst idea, but also it's not the most realistic for everyone out there. So, but I will give the tip of prepare in advance. This is what the social media people would probably say, right? You don't have to write all the stuff in advance. You have to write all the stuff, the day of, right? You don't have to do it the minute of and be like, oh, I'm so tired, I have meetings, I can't do it today. You could like write stuff like a week or two ago and then post it out. My backup solution for today that I was very tired was that I have a YouTube video that I haven't launched yet about the differences between courses and getting coaching, all that stuff. It is secretly on my blog. But I could have shared that because I had it ready to go, right? There's also podcasts that there's a lot of stuff. So having options probably helps. And if you have a virtual assistant or something, you could be like, hey, just make this look pretty. And that might be a great way to go. Did I do that this week? No, I'm going to be honest with you. I did not do it so perfectly, but I did have content that I could pull from a lot easier when push come to shove. The next one I'm going to tell you is recycle by reposting. So maybe you've already shared something, right? Maybe you're on my email newsletter and I wanted to remind you of an important tip. Once every, year and a half, I want to remind you of that tip. It's still valuable. You can reuse stuff or refresh things you've already shared in the process. The last quick nugget that I'm going to give you, as someone who has some hoarding tendencies digitally, okay, and we'll be honest with you, is hoarding your content. So one of the things I used to do, and I still do it occasionally, is that like I love Facebook groups. I don't know if you're in Facebook groups. People ask questions about stuff that I know about, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to share my opinion. So I'll write this like really nice, thoughtful post. And I'm like, what if other people want to know this nugget? So I made this like document where I've hoarded all the like replies on posts that I've written on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Twitter, whatever. So I'm like, well, I can use that for something else one day. So that also gives me an endless bucket to pull from when it comes to social media. And I even have like a LinkedIn live list. Like I've been keeping notes for what this LinkedIn live show is going to be for like 3 years. So that way I don't have to think on the fly and be creative and feel all this pressure, right? Did I do all the things that I usually try to like optimize on my profile? No. Am I watching the clock? Yeah, it's already 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Did you watch the like? I have no idea, but these are the nuggets that can help move the needle a little bit for you this week. If you want more nuggets, of course you can work with me, but if you're not ready to jump in too deep, I do have a resource that I think you'll love. So go to my website and you can actually go and look through the various tools I have for social media insights. You can get these immediately. If you want content ideas to last you a year, this is the one I will tell you. It is literally me spilling the tea of what I do with every single client, but you don't even have to become a full-fledged client to get all those nuggets. So check that out. Available now. And with that, I will say thank you for coming to this debate show. Welcome to me learning technology today. But anyway, thank you for coming to the show, and I will see you on the future nuggets of Shiley from your social media Sherpa. Where am I pointing? Bye.